Hey guys, welcome back to Cooking with the Kemps. Today we're going to be doing another meal prep video. We're going to be doing black pepper steak. So for my ingredients, I got some low sodium soy sauce, some sherry cooking wine, and cornstarch. So I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of each. I have my tablespoons here. So what I did here, I had 2 1 pound ribeye, thick cut ribeye steaks. Boneless. So I just cut them really thinly against the grain. So I'm going to go ahead and do another one for you. I did one off camera just to speed up the time, and then I'm going to do this one the same way. So I'll bring you in. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and cut across the grain. Make sure you have a really sharp knife. Alright guys, so now we're ready to go ahead and marinate this steak. So I'm going to go ahead and pour in my soy sauce, 2 tablespoons, my cooking wine, and cornstarch, 2 tablespoons. Alright, so I'm just going to mix this really quick before I add my meat. Guys, that wine will get you drunk, so be careful. So I'm just going to go in with my meat. And then I'm going to put my top on. I'm going to give it a nice little shake. Make sure my hole is covered. I'm going to mix it up with my hands. My hands are clean. Alright guys, so I'm just going to finish mixing this with my hands. And that's it. Let me wash my hands. Alright guys, that's it. That's the marinade process. So we're going to go ahead and place this in the refrigerator. I'm going to get back to work. And I will see you guys in about 4 hours. We'll leave this in the fridge sealed for 4 hours. Okay, so we'll be back on the next step. Alright guys, so just like that, it's been 4 hours. The steak is out of the fridge, it's been marinating. So before I get started, I'm just going to go ahead and turn on my stove so I can get my oil going. I'm going to go in about a tablespoon of canola oil. So while that's getting hot, I'll go ahead and tell you. So just to save yourself some time, I will go ahead and prepare 1 white onion, 1 red bell pepper, 1 yellow bell pepper, and 1 green bell pepper. To save you a lot of time because this is a really quick cook. I'm also going to have 2 teaspoons of ginger. This is fresh grated ginger, and 2 tablespoons of garlic, minced garlic. Alright guys, another thing too, I got my rice ready already. I got 1 cup of white rice, 1 cup of brown and wild rice. And then so we need a sauce for this black pepper steak recipe. Alright, so what we're going to do, I have 1 full cup of beef broth. I have 2 teaspoons of sugar. I have 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. I have 2 tablespoons of the cooking wine, I should say, and 4 tablespoons of just low sodium soy sauce. The last 2 ingredients you're going to need is salt and pepper. So for that, I'm going to go pretty heavy on the salt. on the pepper. So it's probably about 3 teaspoons. And for salt, it's like 1 teaspoon. All right, we don't need a lot because we're using soy sauce. We used it in the marinade and we're using it on the sauce. All right, so we're just gonna whisk all this together. Basically, you just want to make sure the cornstarch is incorporated. Alright guys, that's mixed, so I'm gonna set that aside, and once my pan, I'm using the cast iron skillet. Once that comes up to temp, we'll go ahead and move over. I'm filming by myself, so bear with me. The first thing we're gonna do is get the steak in and brown it on each side. Then I have this pan here to let it rest while I'm doing the rest of the steps, okay? So I'll show you guys in just a second once I get my steak in the pan. All right guys, so my pan is pretty hot, so I'm gonna go ahead and put my steak in here. I'll wash my hands in just a second. Right now I'm on about a medium high. Since this is cast iron, I can probably turn it down to medium. Alright guys, so all I'm going to do, I'm going to use my spatula. Just move them around. Try to flatten them out so they can get a nice char. And we're not trying to cook this all the way through yet. So guys, like I said, this is a really quick recipe. It's best to have everything ready so that way you're not overcooking your food. Alright, so I have my pan here on standby, so once this is ready, I'm going to just transfer it over there and then I'll put the vegetables in it, okay? So your steak should be still a little pink, so you're going to continue cooking it in the sauce once you get all that incorporated. Alright guys, I'm going to bring you guys in close. We're almost there. There you go. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to transfer this steak over to my reserve pan. Okay guys, so we got all our meat transferred over to another pan. That way it don't overcook. So next what we're going to do, put a little more canola oil in here. And we're going to add the garlic and the ginger. That's the ginger there. That's the garlic. Alright guys, so garlic will burn really quickly, so just stir it around. And then we're going to go ahead and get the vegetables in there. That's all you need, a couple seconds. Alright, so I'm going to start with the onions, give them a head start. Oh man, that ginger smells amazing. I'm not really a big fan of ginger, but it smells really good when you're cooking with it. So like I said, I'm going to give my onions a head start. I want them a little more softer than the rest of the vegetables. So I'm going to turn this back up to medium. And then we're going to saute these onions. So they look like they're already caramelized and they only been in there, what, a minute. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead now and get the rest of my vegetables in here. Oh man, it smells really good. Next step is to add the liquid. Alright guys, so it's been about 8 minutes to get to this consistency. So as you can see, if you just pinch the pepper with the spoon, it breaks right apart. That's how I like it. It's not too soft, but it's just right for me. Alright, so now it's time to go in with the sauce. So I'm going to mix it in again real quick so I can mix in that cornstarch. That's how it looks. Alright. So we want the cornstarch to thicken up our gravy for us. Also want to scrape up the bottom of the pan as well. See all that seasoning in there? That's gonna coat that meat. So give me just a second. I'm gonna add a little more liquid in here. You can keep it on here, sweetie. A little more beef stock. So guys, I'm going in with a little more beef stock. Because I have a good amount of meat. So I'll put about another, what, half a cup?
Yeah.
In there. Because you want a good amount of gravy for your meat. It's gonna flavor your rice as well. What really happened was the cornstarch did his job. See how thick it's getting here? So that's thick enough because my spoon, the back of my spoon is coated. That's thick enough, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and add the meat back. I'm gonna turn it down as well to simmer. And I'm gonna add all my meat back in here. So now we're just gonna stir the meat in there so we can get all that good seasoning on the meat. And guys, that's pretty much it. So once you get the meat coated, you just turn it off and just kind of let it hang out. And you can go straight to the plate with this. I just want to make sure everything is well coated. So now you can come in and you can see the meat. You can see all the pepper on the actual meat itself. So if you notice, when we did the marinade, we didn't have any seasoning. We just did the liquid. And now you can see flakes of pepper all on the meat. That's what you want. All right, guys, that's it. That's it in a nutshell. You can actually do this. I would say the longest part of this recipe was the vegetables. Like 7 minutes for the vegetables, maybe 5 minutes for the steak. And the longest part is really just preparing, having everything prepped for when you put everything in this pan. So total cook time is really like 20 minutes. Prep time is maybe, I would say, an hour. That's it, guys. I'm turning the heat off. And I'm about to let this cool for just a second. And then I'm going to plate up in my meal preps. And I'll show you guys the finished product. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so just like that, we're done. So let me go ahead and plate up. Like I said, we're doing meal preps out of this. So I got my rice here. I got about a cup of rice in each one. I got white rice and brown rice. There we go. I didn't do a vegetable because I have vegetables here. I mean, those don't really count. Let me taste this for you guys. I know I haven't been doing taste tests.
Yes, I do.
So let me just taste. I'm just going to taste the steak.
This says guinea pigs.
Look at that.
Goodness. Not bad. Good?
The pepper sauce is amazing. It's really good. You want to taste? You want to taste that? Plate it up? Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and plate this up for you guys. Excuse me. It's really good. This is really good.
You gonna weigh these or you're just gonna...
No, I'm just going to eyeball it. Put one more scoop. I'm looking for about between 6 and 8 ounces. I think that's good right there. That's probably 8 ounces right there. So this will probably make, for like a normal person, especially like Tracy, this will probably make 7 meals. For me, this will probably make like 5 meals. So it's not bad. I mean, we did use good quality beef. We used ribeye. You can use sirloin. You can use roast. You can use a lot of different types of beef. It's totally up to you. It's what you can afford, really, at the end of the day.
Well, I guess that's a beef sauce, huh? That would work with chicken.
Nah. Not with chicken. There you go. I'm not going to bore you guys with the rest. So you guys get it, right? So thank you guys for tuning in with us. We hope you enjoyed this video. We're going to try to make more videos for you guys this week. I think we got a ground turkey video coming up for you guys. So show you guys how to make some tasty, healthy ground turkey. So stay tuned for that. Until then, thank you to the new subscribers. Thank you for the recent comments. We really appreciate it. I read them all. She reads them as well. So thank you guys. We're trying to grow. It's coming slowly but surely. I mean, that's expected. So hopefully 2022 is a really good year for us. So stay tuned, and we will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Bye, YouTube family.